I just wanna slide. Parties in the sky like it's 2055. She said, boy, you nice.
What's good? What it do, YouTube? Today we are taking my grill off so that I can replace the GMC logo, which is red, with a black one I have in the truck. It's gonna probably be a short video and or be just that, so that's all it is. This video will be up Wednesday of next week, so when you're seeing this, which is right now, I'm doing this Friday, it's gonna be posted Wednesday, so I can get back on my normal schedule of posting once a week in the middle of the week. I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna do kind of like a step-by-step because I do want to kind of milk some clickbait views off of how to remove a GMC grill. So kind of expect that. I got my boy Jalen here with me today. He went inside to use the restroom, but he'll be back out here. He'll probably be my cameraman on all of this. But it's a pretty simple routine. I've took this grill out before when I replaced it with when I put this Denali grill in, I took my SOT grill out. It's pretty simple. I'm always skeptical about the little valance that's right underneath it. This little piece right here, this little piece right there, it runs across the bottom right there against the grill. It just kind of pops out. Like, I hate doing it. It's kind of skeptical for me, but everything should work fine. I'll get the grill out, get the new Emblem in, and that'll be it for this video. Alright, so the first thing I did was remove all the pins, the push pins, out of this so that I can pick this up for the bolts that are going to be behind the grill. So this is going to come up like that. You want to set it to the side like that. Well, I'll do mine, but set yours, do whatever you want. Now for the top part of the grill, these bolts right here, which were right underneath that plastic piece, there's 4 of them, right there, and right there. You need to remove them 4 bolts, and that would allow the top of the grill to come apart. Alright, so these bolts are 10mm bolts. So you get these 4 out, you're not going to be able to just rip the grill off. I mean, you probably could if you're whistling diesel in that bitch, but now you got to pull this piece out, which you need an Allen key to get this little, I think it's actually a star shape, not an Allen. But you're gonna pull this off to start pulling this off, if that makes sense. So. I want you to believe on me. For those of you that are mechanically inclined and know the damn, what would you call it? The tool names and shit like that.
Like the Allen key, star key.
Yeah. So the star key right here that I'm using is a T15. For those of you that need like that information. Want you to dream. I want you to dream. Alright, so this piece off here, there's a bunch of clips right here. Be careful with these will break. I broke one just now. And then these areas right here, I don't know Jim personally, these areas right here to me, Jim, are stupid as fuck, but these are clips right here and you gotta somehow get them out. I just yanked on it a little bit harder than you probably should and it came out, but it didn't mess nothing up, so we're all good. Next point to do, pull these out, these bolts right here, There's 4 of these as well. Pull them out and your grill either should pop out or be close to it. There's 3 push pins underneath here that I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I probably have to get out.
I mean, are you gonna show them the push pins you talk about?
I can't even see them.
Oh, damn. So you just kind of hoping on a prayer, huh?
Yeah.
Tough.
But it is connected to the grill, so I'll show them the area that it connects to. Alright, so the parts that I was talking about that had push pins in them is this right here. And the parts I couldn't get out was right here. But if you look at the grill, they are just little, I don't know what you call them, these things. So either you pull hard enough or you can get pliers in there. I couldn't get no pliers in there. I was able to get both of my arms like this wrapped around it and just pull it, but you pull those out and the grill will come out. That's kind of what the fucking truck looks like. This piece right here, if you replace these grills, this piece right here just kind of sits in there. It should be connected to your main grill, your, what would you call it, factory grill. Came with the truck, but if you do like I did and replace it, this will probably just sit in there. But I like to keep it in there because of the fact that obviously it's what keeps the air going to the cooler, intercooler, whatever you want to call it. So had it set up right there. Now the next part of this is to pull this piece out, which are these pins right here that you use. So you can either use a flathead or a pair of pliers, and you just, there's these little tabs. You push the little tabs into the middle and that bitch comes out. This one ain't working with me though. I got 2 that ain't working. Let me see if I got some needle nose or something. I got this. Let's see if this will work. That one's out. So half the grill's out. Now do you get this one? There you go. Now the
active grill shutters.
Now the logo's out. What are you saying?
You got the active grill shutters.
What does that mean?
It's supposed to help for fuel economy. Like these are closed up, so to improve fuel economy and airflow. And then when the engine gets too hot, they open up.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why they're like this. You don't see how they can turn like this and flip.
I ain't never noticed that.
Yeah.
Now it's time to add in our piece. Which, Jalen, you mind recording this for me? This is the piece that we got. This is the old piece. I already tell you which one's gonna look better.
One on the left.
This one?
I said left.
Your left or my left? So your left will be this one.
Yeah.
So that right there, because that bitch is broken. So putting it back in, I don't know what they got written on this bitch, but putting it back in, all the holes line up. You might want to put some pressure on it because the grills are flimsy. And just push it back in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clicks that you need to hear. And now the grill's put back. The whole purpose for this video, Emblem's put back on. So now you set it up here. Line it back up. Make sure the little fan cover's lined up with where it's supposed to go. And then you'll stick them, those pins I was having trouble with, you're going to put them back in. There's one. And there's two. Now, all you gotta do is tighten it back all, put the bolts back in. I guess these back bottom, what would you call them? Push pins.
Push pins?
These bottom push pins, I guess it's debatable if you want to install them again, but for me, it keeps the fan cover, the fan seal with the grill. I prefer to put them back in, even though I had trouble getting them out. So you put the push pins back in, put the screws back, or the 10mm bolts back in on the bottom. Put the piece, you can just have to snap it back in. This piece, I'll eventually get to it and I'll show you. You just snap it back in, and then on here, you put the 4 10mm up top, put that black rubber piece on top, and push pin it back in. And notice, you call it a day there. So, let me get my push pins out for the dirt. Because remember, I told you, good tools go in the dirt. Down here, those little tabs right there, these tabs right here, right there, and right there are the tabs that those push pins came out of. So when you go back down here, when you're taking it off, that's where they come from. When you put them back in, that's where they go. And as I said before, you're gonna put these bolts back in those holes right there. Now that those are in, I'm gonna set the camera up and kind of show you. You really honestly do. You got these little things right here, right? And you got these little clips right here on the bottom of the grill. That is where that's gonna go. You're gonna pretty much bolt it in right there. You just gotta line everything up at that point. Alright, so now that you got your top bolts back in, do not forget to put your Allen key bolts back in on your fender liner. Because the last thing you need is this bitch to be fucking flopping around. And finally, the last thing you want to do is put your grill top back on, which also covers your engine bay in a sense. And after that, you will have your either grill swap or you'll have your emblem swap done. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It might be a short one, might be a long one, I don't know. There's a lot of talking in it. That's cameraman Jay I was telling you about, King 2-footer. Your YouTube's still King 2-footer. Well, whatever YouTube is, it'll be down here in the bottom. But I think it looks better. Let me close the hood to get a official, like, oh shit. Yeah, I definitely think that looks better. A lot better. But that's that. So thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoy, and peace.